The architect is efficient and a perfectionist. But how far does his perfectionism go? How big is the matrix? Is it the size of one major city or an entire planet or universe? What happened to the robot ambassadors who were sent to the UN in the animatrix? Time to answer more of your questions. Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Today's first question comes from Malka Kovalenko. Do you think that the Adam and Eve robots in Animatrix who came to negotiate a treaty with the humans could be the architect and the oracle? Or could they be Persephone and the Merovingian? This is a very interesting question. One could assume that the architect and the oracle were the Adam and Eve robots from the Animatrix, especially after the architect oversimplified who he and the oracle are.
If I am the father of the Matrix, she would undoubtedly be its mother.
During our research for the oracle's origin, the Adam and Eve robots did come up. We suspected that the female robot could have been the oracle. After all, both robots meet the criteria of the architect and the oracle. One female and one male machine representing the race of robots. However, we ruled out the oracle being the female robot because the architect explained what she is.
An intuitive program, initially created to investigate certain aspects of the human psyche.
We believe that if there is a machine in the Animatrix that could be an earlier incarnation of the oracle, it would be the giant robot insectoid who was present at the UN during the humans' surrender agreement.
Hand over your flesh, and a new world awaits you. We demand it.
As for the architect, he is a creative program, not the negotiating type. So it is also unlikely that he was the male robot. So could they have been the Merovingian and Persephone? Well, according to what we could find regarding the origin of the Merovingian, he was part of the machine war. He was a type of strategist who controlled the soldiers. As for Persephone, we do not know when she came into the Merovingian's life. Some have commented that she could be a program that works on the reproduction of humans in the Matrix. If this were the case, Persephone had to have been created after the humans lost the war, which also rules out both of them as the Adam and Eve robots. Yet a mystery remains. The Animatrix tells the story of the destruction of the robot B166ER, but it never discloses what happened to the Adam and Eve robots. We only see them being detained by the humans at the UN. In the humans' surrender agreement, there is a sentence that demands that all machine prisoners of war be released. So there is the possibility that the humans imprisoned the robot couple. But were they released? Remember that the machine insectoid self-destructed, killing all remaining human leaders. Maybe in the future, there could be a story where the people of Zion find a machine prison, and in it are the imprisoned robots from the time of the machine war, including Adam and Eve. If they are still alive, we wonder if they would still want to make peace with humans after the machines had created the Matrix. Would they agree with the creation of the virtual prison, or would they fight to help free the humans? Our next question comes from Richard Scott 678. Who will be the new one? We have already covered this question in many of our videos. This past week, many media sites such as Screen Rant have stated that Trinity should be the next one. But there is a problem with this notion. The one is a lie created by the machines. Ergo, there could never be a new one because the one never existed to begin with. What does exist is the anomaly created by adding choice to the equation. The one cannot be someone else because it is a lie. Not even Neo was the one. What will be manifesting in the next film is the integral anomaly. It will manifest itself inside another person. However, chances are he or she will not be a savior, but a danger to the Matrix and its inhabitants. The next question comes from Cody. How big is the simulation? We've theorized that the Matrix could be a single city. However, after the unveiling of the number of humans who are connected to the simulation, it's safe to say that one city isn't big enough.
Billions of people just living out their lives, oblivious.
If there are billions of people connected to the Matrix, we could be seeing a complete simulation of planet Earth. Now, the simulation may not have recreated the entire planet, as in with all of its continents and countries. When Neo enters the architect's room, we see a starlit sky, meaning that the Matrix is not limited to a simulation of Earth. The galaxy has also been simulated, so if there are astronomers within the Matrix, chances are they will not find anything out of place. The architect was meticulous in the recreation of Earth and the galaxy. There is also the possibility that not all of the billions of humans are connected to the same simulation. There are perhaps many layers or servers representing different time periods and/or locations on the Earth, like an online video game where thousands of people are connected to different servers around the world. And our last question of the day is, what happened to the Matrix 4 trailer? Boy, we knew this one was coming. Like many of you, our hopes and dreams were crushed on February 7th as Tom Brady won another Super Bowl ring, and there was no Matrix 4 trailer. We predicted that the first teaser trailer of the Matrix sequel would premiere during this sporting event based on the history of the previous films, as they all had trailers broadcast during the Super Bowl. But sadly, our prediction was wrong. There was no Matrix 4 trailer, not even a tease. Our next best guess is in late March or early April during Easter, which would correspond with the rumors of the title of the film, Matrix Resurrections. But with release dates frequently changing, it is difficult to know for sure when we will see our first glimpse of Matrix 4. We might get the official title and logo revealed before we get a teaser or a trailer. But do you agree? How big is the Matrix simulation? What happened to the Adam and Eve robots? Were they destroyed? Or are they still alive, stuck in a prison since the days before the Machine War? Does anyone have any idea of when we will see the Matrix 4 trailer? Leave in the comments below what other questions you would like us to answer. For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.